Hi there, it's Karen from Make Me Pretty Upcycling, and today I'm giving you a demo with the Prepmate 3. So at this stage, it's turned off. If you can zoom in a bit there, you can see when the light comes on that it's working, and then, okay, so make sure you have that switched off and it's the middle of the buttons. Okay, so when you get it, it's bare like this. So you have your interface pad, which is this here. As you can see, I've done a little bit of sanding. So when you go to put it on, there's one way that it sticks and one way that it doesn't. So it's fairly easy which way is which. So on it goes. Then you get your mesh, and you're supplied with an initial pack of 240, 120 and 80. So Ross, if you wouldn't mind coming a little bit closer, I just want to show you this. There's a wee bit of damage on it. So if you have a look here, it's quite degraded, the varnish. I think it's been sitting in the sun or something. So I've given this a good wash and then cleaned it, rinsed it with water. Whereas other bits are in better condition, if you have a look at this. So you have a choice of if it's in good condition, and maybe on these bits here, I'll be using the 120 mesh. But to start off with, I'll be using the 80 mesh on this. Okay, but it's very simple to change. So if I put the 80 mesh on, and again, there's one way it won't stick and one way it will. So just remember, number down if you get it the wrong way. Hopefully nobody's watching. Anyhow, on. Okay, next thing is to attach your hose. So I have a Karcher vacuum, which is down here, Ross, if you can show everybody. My hat on it, my sun hat. So what it has, I've already got an extension on it because it didn't fit my previous sander. So what I will do, I could take it off, but I can't be bothered. So all I will do is that, jam it in, done. The other end, the other adapter is here. And I'll show you how easy it is. Again, I'll just better make sure that's switched off. Yes, it is. Okay, so that's it there, and it's really easy to put on. You don't have to work hard to jam it or anything like that. Get it on as hard as you can. The other side I haven't got completely in, but it hasn't made any difference. There's no dust coming out, so don't worry about that. Okay, so safety gear. I don't know if you'll notice, but I'm not, even though it's a lovely sunny day, I'm not wearing jandals. I have got some foot covering on. More, I think, for dropping this. You don't want this crushing your little tootsies. So that's the first thing. Second thing is eye protection, and I'll switch to this. Third thing is your ear protection. Last thing is your mask. Now I'm not using a full-on mask because I'm outside, and for the purposes of today I actually won't wear a mask at all. But they tell you in the little booklet you get what sort of mask they recommend. The other thing is, again Ross, if you don't mind coming in a little bit closer, when you have a read through your booklet, sorry, you'll see that there are various settings. So if I push this here, can you see this up? And can you see the numbers going up? Okay. So rather than just randomly choosing a number, the book will show you which one to use. So always sit down and read your book carefully, and it will tell you how to use your sander so you don't wear it out, etc., etc. The other thing is you don't have to use this with the interface pad. That's really good for your rounded edges and things like this, the sponge. But when you're doing something flat, you can put your mesh straight onto there. Okay, and that way you'll get a bit more life out of your sanding sponge. I will be stocking both the mesh and the interface pad, so don't worry, they do last for quite a long time. I did a wee sample sand just to see what I thought of the sander off air, and mainly I picked this piece because I wanted to see how it did the rounded edges, and it hasn't flattened them out at all, which was the reason I'm so happy to be stocking this sander. So I'll show you how easy that went. This one here had a ring on it, so I haven't finished sanding that out yet, and I do intend to have the tops wood with varnish as opposed to painted. Anyhow, enough of me talking. Let's get on to it. So, Ross, you might like to go back just a little bit, and you at home, you also might like to have your finger on the volume button in case you want to turn it down. I will put my earmuffs on. I'll keep these on because they're a form. They're not safety glass, but they will protect my eyes from dust and what have you. So away we go. So I've got the 80 grit on. Okay, so this is what it sounds like. The vacuum cleaner is actually more noisy than this. So just for now, I'll have the shock vac on, so just turn it down. Okay, so let's see the little thing in action. So to make it work, you have to push down on the paddle. It won't work without that. So how easy was that? Really did make a very good job of doing that, and that's with the 80 grit. And then when I've finished with this, I'll go to the 120 and then finish off with the 240. But now I'll show you what it looks like on the rounded bit. So I'll just come around. Okay, here we go. Actually, this might be easier. I'll do it on this, because these are the bits that always get me when I'm sanding. Because obviously with a great big random orbital, it's a lot bigger than the first. And this is also bigger, but... So that's that. Much easier to use than a great big random orbital. So now let's have a look at these edges here. And if Ross is showing you, you'll see how the sponge conforms to the shape. That's making a very nice job of that. I'm not going to do too much of this with the 80, I prefer to use the 120, but I will, Ross, if you want to come around, I will do this rounded bit here. Now what I would normally do is tip this on its side at this stage, just to make sure I've got everything, anything away from the rounded edges. And it was very, very fast to do. If I was doing scuff sanding, it would be even better. So it's quite a powerful machine, although not heavy, not loud, and excellent built-in safety. So now that I've put it down, I will switch it off. There's no way it can start. Alright, so that's Karen, well that sounds better, from Make Me Pretty Upcycling in Christchurch, with a quick demonstration on the little beast, Prep Mate sander, a Prep Mate 3 sander, which is a random orbital, this shape, sort of rectangular, with the sponge attachment and the brand new sanding mesh, which helps get a lot of the sanding dust away from you. So a really good health and safety feature. Okay, bye for now.